in the manner that the national chairperson was chairing the meeting, he was too bully, and he didn't allow us to put our facts, and we're expecting them to give us the reasons of why are they disbanding us. So when we are asking those questions, he did not allow us to ask questions after the president has spoken. He said, no, this is an instruction, the meeting is closed. When we started to engage with them, it became uncontrollable, the meeting, up until they closed they kicked us out.
So who was bullying you guys? When you say the chairperson, are you referring to Gwede Mantashe?
Yes.
Okay.
Because remember the letter that we received, it was saying we are going to discuss the decisions to consider dissolution. It was not saying we are going to inform you. So it's only two comrades who spoke. It is me and my deputy, and that's where the problem started, because the deputy started asking difficult questions about that. You give us the task, we have fulfilled our task that you gave us. Instead of saying, report to us how far are you, you are coming with disbandment. Yeah. Give us the reasons. They failed to give us the reasons.
Yeah. So the MKMVA is not necessarily a constitutional structure of the ANC. So who has the power then to dissolve the organization? If the ANC goes ahead with this, are you going to be challenging this in court?
Yes. In fact, we are meeting this week. We'll be rounding all the provinces. We told them that they don't have legal standing to disband us as MKMVA. So we're going to be informing our structures, but we are going to be taking it legally this week, interdicting that decision. They don't have a legal standing to disband us because we're not in the constitution of the ANC. And if you read our constitution of MKMVA, it speaks about us forming ourselves into an association. It does not say the ANC forms MKMVA into an association.
But are you prepared, though, to hold an elective Congress that brings together the MKMVA and the MK Council? Do you think it will work in ensuring that that Congress takes place and you've got a united leadership of the ex-combatants?
I think the officials, to be honest, they are factional, because the process that they mandated us were not led by us. They were led by the Peace and Stability, which is chaired by Comrade Tony Ngeni. And we had finalized even verifying the delegates. So we're only waiting for MK National Council to come back to the negotiations, because they are the ones who pulled out. So instead of the officials dealing with the MK National Council, they now include us in the problems that we don't know. So we think it's factional, this thing, and the NEC of the ANC, if it is going to continue treating its members like this, we think we're destroying our organization.
But Mr. Maphatsoe, how relevant is this structure in the ANC? Have you really, as the MKMVA, been looking after the interests of former MK veterans, or have you just become a structure that's often used to fight factional battles in the ANC?
In fact, the ANC itself was supposed to be ashamed of itself, because we are the ones who proposed in 2007 that we want a ministry of military veterans. Because as a structure, we don't have resources, we don't own anything. What we own is our heritage. So the ANC was supposed to be the one that is leading this process, supporting us in making sure that the plight of our cadres is being taken care of. But it has not been happening. So it shows, it's very clear that the role that the armed struggle played, it has been now reduced to the backseat. And people who are factional are the ones now who are taking the ANC behaving in this manner.
But are you not factional yourselves as the MKMVA? Are you not factional? Because you have often contradicted the decisions of the ANC NEC. They say members must respect the State Capture Commission. You go and support former President Jacob Zuma. who doesn't respect the State Capture Commission. They say members must respect the courts and the Constitution. You go and even send your MKMVA members to be guarding the house of the former president. That contradicts the decisions of the NEC. That is factional, is it not?
It is not factional. You see, if you allow comrades their rights, which are enshrined in the Constitution, President Jacob Zuma was just asking that if I go to the Zondo Commission, if there are questions that I don't want to implicate myself, I must be allowed that right, which is enshrined in the Constitution. He was denied that by the Constitutional Court. It is not Comrade Jacob Zuma doesn't want to appear before the Zondo Commission. We respect the Zondo Commission, but Comrade Jacob Zuma is also a member of MKMVA. It's not factional. We are supporting one of our own.
Yeah, and if the Constitutional Court says he must respect that state capture inquiry and appear, and he refuses to go?
Look, he's saying there are rights in the Constitution which are allowed for any citizen in the country to be able to express himself. So if he says to the Zondo Commission, I've got a right that is enshrined in the Constitution to say, I don't want to implicate myself because this is a state capture, what you call, investigations. So in future, if I say this, it might be used against me in court. So he was really implementing his constitutional right. And because there are people who hate President Jacob Zuma, they make it an issue. So we don't mind with people who hate President Jacob Zuma. There are many people who love President Jacob Zuma. Those who are factional are the ones who want to see President Jacob Zuma being the face of corruption.
How do you then explain your own spokesperson as the MKMVA being the face of radical economic transformation, the so-called radical economic transformation, Carl Niehaus? I mean, he's the spokesperson for the MKMVA. The ANC president, Cyril Ramaphosa, indicated that such institutions, such bodies like the radical economic transformations are ones that are perpetuating this idea of factions in the ANC. He used to release statements, he used to hold briefings representing the radical economic transformation. Have you ever taken him to task for that?
Yes, we have spoken to Comrade Carl Niehaus. Remember, we as MKMVA, we were taught one thing, to love each other and to criticize constructively in order to build.
What did you say to him? What did you say to him?
What we said is that radical economic transformation, it is a resolution of the conference. It is for all members of the ANC to implement it. And we want to see it being implemented, not just being a resolution in paper. So Comrade Carl is our comrade. He's our spokesperson. So we discuss our things internally. So, and he has listened to Comrade Carl.